Conrad II, Reeds of Breuberg erected Frankenstein Castle about 1250 and became von and zu Frankenstein. First record indicating castle existence in 1252 bears his name. He established the free imperial barony of Frankenstein in Niederbeerbach, Darmstadt, Ockstadt, Wetterau, and Hesse, subject exclusively to the emperor. As burgraves of Zwingenberg, Darmstadt, Groß-Gerau, Frankfurt am Main, and Bensheim, the Frankensteins had various possession and sovereignty rights. Another 11th century castle presumably stood on the hill where the castle now sits, but it collapsed when Frankenstein Castle was erected to the northwest. Many claim an even older antecedent atop the hill, although this is dubious. The Frankensteins granted the Counts of Katzenelnbogen entry to the castle in 1292 and made an alliance with them. The castle was divided between two Frankenstein lords and knights' families in 1363. In the early 15th century, the castle was expanded and refurbished. The Katzenelnbogen counts lost control of the Frankenstein knights again. The family opposed the Reformation because of their Roman Catholic beliefs and right of patronage. Lord John I sold the lordship to the Landgraves of Hesse-Darmstadt in 1662, following many litigation before the Imperial Chamber Court due to territorial problems and related concerns. After serving as a shelter and hospital, the castle collapsed in the 18th century. The mid-19th century repairs that made the two towers so distinctive are historically wrong. The Odenwald, where Frankenstein Castle is situated, is a mysterious mountain area with gloomy woods and small valleys. Frankenstein Castle legends abound. All have affected the region's culture and customs, but none are proven. Johann Conrad Dippel, an alchemist, was born at the castle in 1673. Dippel may have affected Mary Shelley's Frankenstein imagination. However, Shelley's diaries don't mention the castle. Shelley travelled on the Rhine in 1814 before writing the book. She spent a few hours at Gernsheim, 16 kilometres, 10 miles, from the castle. Dippel is mentioned in many Mary Shelley non-fiction publications. Dippel's oil, an animal oil, was claimed to be the elixir of life. Dippel offered to buy Castle Frankenstein for his newly found elixir recipe, but it was rejected. Dippel may have undertaken alchemy and anatomy experiments on excavated corpses at Frankenstein Castle. He allegedly dug up remains and did medical experiments at the castle, and a local clergyman would have notified his parish that Dippel had produced a lightning-born monster. Lightning brings Frankenstein's monster to life in the 1931 picture, not the story. Locals still say this occurred, and that the Brothers Grimm, German ethnologists, told Shelley's stepmother this story. These allegations have yet to be confirmed, and several local scholars dispute Mary Shelley's link to Frankenstein Castle. August Nodnagel, 1803–1853, as Lord George in the Dragon Tale, is renowned. Some say a fearsome dragon dwelt in Burg Frankenstein's garden beside the well. The dragon frightened the nearby Niederbeerbach villagers. The dragon allegedly ate residents and their children at night. A warrior named Lord George rode into town. When they saw a valiant knight, the townspeople were desperate and told him their problems. He offered to assist. The following day he donned his armor and rode to the castle, into the garden, and to the well where the dragon was resting in the sun. Lord George dismounted and fought the dragon. A dragon battled for his life, puffing and spewing fire and steam. Hours passed as they fought. As the knight and dragon were ready to collapse from tiredness, the knight thrust his blade into the beast's underbelly and won. In pain, the dragon curled its tail with the venomous spine around the knight's belly and stung. Both Lord George and the dragon fell. The people were so delighted the dragon was killed that they wished to bury the knight honorably. They gave him a beautiful grave at Niederbeerbach Church in the valley east of the castle. Visitors may still honor Lord George, the knight who slew the dragon in the 1200s. A spring of youth is hidden beneath the castle herb garden. On the first full moon night following Walpurgis Night, local elderly ladies had to face daring tests. The winner was regenerated to her wedding night age. It is unclear whether this custom continues. Frankenstein Castle got worldwide notice after Ghost Hunters Worldwide aired an episode about it and reported significant paranormal activity. Investigators met with a Frankenstein specialist to examine stories and paranormal encounters. Audio and video equipment were employed during the inquiry. An ultrasonic recorder detected speech in the church and entry tower sounds. A sound was recognized as a phrase in Old German that means "Arbo is here," likely meaning Arbogast, a castle knight declaring his arrival and claim over the territory. A second soundbite meant "Come here." The crew departed Frankenstein Castle believing in paranormal activity. Near Frankenstein Castle, a gold rush in the 18th century produced trouble. Locals thought a treasure was concealed near the castle, according to a tale and fortune-teller visions. In 1763, chaos continued despite a Niederbeerbach priest's intervention. Fortune hunters kept digging until Johann Heinrich Drott was murdered when his excavation collapsed, even though no gold vaults were uncovered. His funeral was suicide-related. Further efforts in 1770, 1787, and 1788 yielded nothing useful. Local authorities forbade gold mining then. Compasses fail in a lonely woodland behind Frankenstein Castle on 417-meter-high Mount Ilbers, owing to natural magnetic stone formations. Some local witches and environment lovers conduct rituals at these magnetic sites on Walpurgis Night and summer solstice. Visitors are welcome at the magnetic stones, but please do not disrupt rituals. According to legend, witches in Germany assemble at Mount Ilbers, second only to Mount Brocken in the Harz. A vast Felsenmeer, sea of rocks, at Lautertal, near Frankenstein Castle, is thought to represent a crucial Nibelungenlied scenario. Hagen of Tronje killed Siegfried, the dragon slayer, near the Felsenmeer's Siegfriedsquelle, Siegfried's wellspring, while hunting from worms to the Odenwald. Knight George battling a man-eating lindworm near Frankenstein Castle, or a water ghost that turned into a fox near Niedenhausen, are some of the legends associated with the area. Even the region's name, Odenwald, hints to a mythological past. The Woods of Odin.